911 emergency, North County.
Beating me with belt buckles. Like, this is not the first time. It's happened several times.
It's August 2014. A woman calls 911 crying. She says she fears the son of a Wellston City Councilwoman.
I'm pressing charges.
Police documented injuries and statements from the victim who said, "I'm tired of getting beat. And every time this happens, his mother, Janet Dixon, gets him out of trouble." The suspect is Terrence Dixon. Police reports and evidence photos documented an October 2013 raid where detectives reported finding cocaine and heroin in Dixon's home. The police report notes a 3-year-old and 9-month-old in the home. In this audio-taped interview from the arrest, Officer Dan Donahue asked Terrence Dixon about drug dealing.
As far as crack cocaine, how much would you sell on a typical month? How much heroin do you typically sell within a month?
Terrence Dixon got probation for drug possession. Officer Donahue and 2 other officers investigating Terrence Dixon got canned. Wellston Police Chief G.T. Walker believes it's because they messed with the son of Councilwoman Dixon.
Right now, pretty much the whole department is constantly officers coming to me saying, well, what do we do if this happens? Or what do we do if that happens? Will we be fired? And it's hard for me to assure them that they won't be indiscriminately fired or fired for doing their jobs if I couldn't keep Donahue from being fired.
The courts almost immediately ordered the officers back to work. Officer Donahue was fired a second time this past December after he tried helping a woman reportedly screaming from a second-story window of Terrence Dixon's house.
The report, he said it seemed like she was trying to crawl out the window. She knocked the screen out, but it appeared someone pulled her back in. Body cam video shows police arrive at the home.
She's not letting her come to the door.
Councilwoman Janet Dixon, seen here in orange, walks the reported victim to her car. Officer Dan Donahue tries to intervene.
This is going to continue.
He's trying to talk to the same woman who complained in another police report that she got beat up and told police Terrence Dixon did this before and his mama got him out of it. If y'all find me dead somewhere, then it's your fault. Officer Donahue repeats the violence will continue without the victim's cooperation. Then here's the councilwoman.
Let my dog go! Let my dog go! Let my drive off.
This is going to continue for you until you stop it.
Councilwoman Dixon drives the victim down the street, then returns to make this threat. This will be your last paycheck, she said. The Wellston City Council fired Dan Donahue at the next meeting. Councilwoman Dixon smiled when we confronted her. What do you say to police officers who say they're afraid to go after reports of drug activity or drug dealing because they're afraid that the board will fire them?
No comment.
2 days later, she filed a protection order against the officer, claiming he told her he'll, quote, kill my black ass. She told a St. Louis County judge it happened at about 5 p.m. on January 14th. Then a St. Louis County intelligence officer took the stand. He said he traced Officer Donahue's cell phone during that time, showing the officer was nowhere near Councilwoman Dixon. The St. Louis County officer traced 3 cell phone calls Officer Donahue made, showing he was in Maplewood, more than 5 miles away from where Dixon said the officer threatened her. She had no answer to the judge, who dismissed the case. Did you just lie to the judge? Did you expect that they were going to be able to trace that officer to see that he wasn't even anywhere near where you said he was threatening to kill you? Dixon smiled behind a manila folder and continued blocking her face even as she drove away.